Good morning, kindergartens. I thought that I would do one of my daughter, who's my cameraman today, one of her favorite science experiments for Science with Miss Shani this week. And we are going to use some cornstarch, some water, and just because it's fun, food coloring. We have neon colors. And we are going to make magic mud. And I lost my science book, but we've made a lot of magic mud in our days, so we're gonna just wing it for now. I have 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch that I already have out of the bag here, and I'm gonna just put it straight into this bowl. Try not to breathe that in. And then I also have 1 cup of water, but I'm not gonna put the whole cup in. I'm only going to put in the same amount. 1/4 of a cup, which I think is gonna be too much. Can you tilt it so that they can see what I'm doing? 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch and 1/4 of a cup of water. And we'll see what happens when we stir it. Oh, it's getting tricky. And we need a little bit more cornstarch. So I'm gonna do 2/4 of a cup of cornstarch and 1/4 cup of water. Oh yeah. This is looking like some magic mud. And when you're mixing it, if there's still lots of powder and it gets really hard to stir, then you could just put a little tiny bit more water in at a time until you find the perfect amount. So this is the tricky thing about magic mud, is that it gets really hard when you push on it. I think I'm gonna have to resort to mixing with my hands, but I do think that this is the right consistency now. We're pretty close. Very goopy. So the fun thing that I like about magic mud is if you touch it, your fingers go right in like it's wet. Or if you're really slow, they come right back out. But if you push really hard, you don't go in. It's really weird. It's got a funny consistency. When you carefully scoop it up, it dribbles down. But then it gets really hard again. Can you put it right over top? So I'm gonna push really hard. See how my spoon isn't even going inside? But if I just set the spoon on top, it goes right in. So that is why we call it magic mud. And this is something that you can make, and it's pretty fun to just play around with. Get a big handful, watch it scoop through your hands, and then try to push it. And it is a little bit messy, so make sure that mom and dad or whoever you're hanging out with this week are okay with you making a little bit of a mess, because it's fun and it is worth it. Don't you think, Isabel?
Yes, it's very fun.
Yes. All right, hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you have fun with these experiments, and I send you all a great big hug. I'm missing you, and I hope you're having a great time. Oh, I'm dripping on the table. Okay, I better talk to you later. Bye, everybody.